Do like and subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to never miss any update. In this video, I will show you how to provide columns in building drawing in AutoCAD. Means how to place column in its exact location. So it's a very important topic. So let's get started. So columns are very important component in a structure. The importance of column is greater than that of the beams and slabs, because if one beam fails, it will be a local failure of one floor, but if one column fails, it can lead to the collapse of the complete structure. So, columns are like legs on which a structure stands. So, columns are the vertical members carrying loads from beams and upper columns. The loads may be axial or may be eccentric. So technically, column is a structural member which is vertically and axially loaded and subjected to compressive forces and having its effective length 3 times greater than the least cross-sectional dimensions of itself. Means it is designed to resist axial and lateral forces and transfer them safely to the footings in the ground. Okay, so hope you understand what is column. So we cannot stand without legs. So like that, columns are like legs on which a structure stands. So without column, a structure cannot stand. Okay. So columns are very important component in a structure. Okay. So this is the ground floor plan and this is the first floor plan which I have already created in my previous video, and now I will provide columns in this plan. So column is provided in each corner of the building. So column is provided in each corner and center of the building. If the center needs to be clear for design purposes, then it could be clear spanned with trusses or beams, or columns could be arranged around the area that needs to be clear. Okay. Now minimum size of RCC column should not be less than 9 inch into 9 inch with 4 bars of 12 mm steel. Okay. So minimum size of RCC column should not be less than 9 inch into 9 inch. So here I am taking column size 10 inch into 10 inch. Okay. So here I am taking 10 inch into 10 inch column. So this is a column which I have already provided with 10 inch into 10 inch. So this is a ground floor plan. So this side is 31 feet and this side is 50 feet. So this is the bedroom, this is another bedroom, this is the toilet. Now this toilet is attached to this bedroom, this is the toilet, this toilet is attached to this bedroom, this is the common toilet, this is living cum dining area, and this is the kitchen, this is the portico, this is the staircase with 2 feet 6 inch landing, and here this is the veranda. So this is the ground floor plan with 1550 square feet area, and this is the first floor plan. So here ground floor plan and first floor plan both are same, only the portico and ground floor plan change to utility area kitchen in first floor, and this veranda is changed to cantilever balcony. Okay, now I opened a door opening here from kitchen to utility area. Okay, and this is the grill which I have closed here on first floor, and I have created this W2 instead of W here on first floor. Okay, so this is the only difference, rather than all other things are same. First floor and ground floor both are same, only these things. Okay, so here I'll provide columns here. So first we need to make column layer as current layer. So go to layer, this is the column layer as current layer. Now I'll create the column with 10 inch into 10 inch. So take a rectangle command, REC, enter. Now specify first point here, right click, go to dimensions. Now specify length 10 inch, enter. Now specify width 10 inch, enter. So this is the column. Now I'll hatch this. So H is the shortcut key of hatch command. So H, enter. Now I'll do solid hatch. So go to solid, select solid. Okay. Add pick point. Now click inside, enter. Again press enter. So this is the column created. Okay. So now I'll provide column on plan. Okay, so first I'll provide column on one corner. So I'll provide column on here on this corner. Okay, so to select, I'll select the column with, I'll copy the column with base point. So for that we need to press Ctrl Shift and C key on keyboard simultaneously. Okay, so select now with Ctrl Shift and C key simultaneously. Now specify the base point. We need to specify base point. I'll specify base point here. Click here. Okay, now escape. Now Ctrl V means copy paste. Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Now click here. You can, if you want to copy normally, you can copy normally also. Ctrl V. In this case, no need to copy repeatedly. Okay, now click here. I'll paste here. So now move this with this point to this point. Okay, so I provided this with these two corners. Now I'll provide on this point. This is the center point. I'll provide on center here. Now Ctrl V and click here. Okay, so I provided these three columns. Now I'll provide a stop column. Okay, so stop columns are located below the ground level to avoid long span of grade beams. It is provided for more strength from bearing structure. Okay, okay, so it is provided for more strength for load bearing structure. Okay, so I have already created a stop column layer. So Ctrl V this column. Now I'll change the layer of this stop column size is also 10 inch to 10 inch, so same size. Now I'll move this, so I'll copy this, so I'll provide stop column, this stop column here on center of this wall and center of this wall, and I'll provide center of this wall, also will provide center of this wall, and will provide center of this bedroom wall. Okay, so select, copy. Now specify on midpoint and click here. Click on midpoint. Okay, so this is done. Next, click here on midpoint of this wall. Okay, now this is done. Now I'll select again, copy. Now click on midpoint of this side midpoint. Now we cannot click here. Okay, we need to click here because we want all the columns in one grid line. Okay, so next I'll copy and paste here on midpoint. Okay, now I'll copy this to this point. So because I want all the columns in one grid line. Okay, so copy, select, copy, make ortho on. Now click here. Now move this, select, move, and enter, move this to this point. Now see, all these three columns are on same grid line. Okay, you can see, draw a line here. See, all three columns are on same grid line. Okay, now delete this column, select, delete. So stop column is provided. Now I'll provide column on this intersection point of the wall. Okay, also I'll provide here and here. So on same grid line. Okay, so Ctrl V, click here, again Ctrl V, click here. See, all are on same grid line of columns. Ctrl V. Now we need to move this, select, move. Okay, now see, all are same grid line. Okay, horizontal and vertically also on same grid line. Now I'll provide stop columns. Okay, so I'll provide this stop column here on this side wall, middle point. So select, copy, this is the best midpoint, and place it here. Now draw a line to get the midpoint. Draw a line, trim. Now this is the midpoint. We have to provide the stop column here on midpoint of this wall. Okay, now move, select, move. This is the midpoint and please place it here. See, this is done. Now delete these two lines. Okay, now I'll provide this stop column here, this intersection point. This is the 5-inch wall. So select, copy. Now this is the base point. Okay, now click here on this point. So this is done. Okay, so now select and copy and click here. Now move this to this point. Now it's done. So draw a line. See, this is also in a same grid line. See, all the columns are in a same grid line. Okay, now here, see, this is done. Now I'll provide a column here. So also provide column here. So Control V, click here, again Control V and place here another column. This column, these two columns are also in the same grid line, you can see. Okay, so I'll provide column here on this side corner and also provide here on this side corner. Okay, so Control V and click here, again Control V, enter. Now move this with this point, this is the best point. Now click here. Okay, so this is done. See, this is in the same grid line. Now here we are not going to provide column on this intersection wall of the toilet because here span of this slab is too large. Okay, you can see here we are not going to provide column. Go to dimension, linear. See, here to here this is 11 feet 2 inch. Okay, now this length is, this is here to here 28 feet 8 inch, and here the living cum dining area, this is 18 feet 6 inch. Okay, so here length of the slab is too large, span of the slab is too large. Okay, so we are not going to provide column here. So to reduce the effective span of slab, we need to provide more columns here, but as there is no walls, so I will not provide column here. So to reduce the effective span of slab, I will provide cross beams. Okay, so for that I need to provide a column on wall. Okay, so I will provide column on this wall. Okay, on same grid line of these two columns. Okay, to reduce the effective span of slab, also will provide a column here. Okay, on same grid line of this column. Okay, and I'll provide a cross beam. Okay, so I need to provide a column here on same grid line. So select, copy, make ortho on. Now copy and click it here. Now we need to move this to inside the wall. So select, move, and enter. Now move this point to this point. So see, this is in the same grid line. Check this, draw a line. This is on a same grid line. Okay, also I will provide another column here on same grid line of these two columns. Okay, so select, now copy, make ortho on. Now place it here. Now move this to inside of wall. Move this point to this point. Okay. So now I'll create a beam here. Okay. I'll create a cross beam here. So draw a line. I'll show you how to place the beam. Draw a line here to this point. Now extend this line towards this, because beam will extend towards this, because this is a cantilever balcony, cantilever veranda. So extend this. On first floor, this veranda will be a cantilever balcony. Now give offset distance 10 inch. Select this and click here. See, this is one beam. Okay. Now change the line type 30. Okay. Now this is extended to here, because this will be a cantilever balcony. Now draw a line here. I'll enter. Now specify first point here to here. Okay. Now give offset distance 10 inch. Select and click to this side. Now I'll do mesh properties. Select MA. MA is the shortcut key of mesh properties. Now select this. See, beams will be created like this. Okay. So like this is a cross beam. Okay. So to reduce the effective span, I have created this cross beam by providing column on wall. Okay. So this is a column and this is a cross beam. Okay. This is too large. So to reduce the effective span, I have provided a cross beam with connecting columns. Okay. So these are the columns. So next, so I have created this beam. So next I will provide how to provide beams on plan. I will provide on my next video. So now I will okay, turn off the beam layer. Okay. So now this is the column. So now I am not going to provide there. Okay. Now I will provide a stop column here. Also provide here and here. Okay. So select, copy. This is the midpoint and make ortho off and click on midpoint. Click on midpoint. Okay. Next, click here on midpoint. Sorry. Copy this with this midpoint. Click here on midpoint. Click here on this side. Now I need to move this to this point. Now it's done. Again select, copy. This is the midpoint, make ortho on. Now click here. Now select and move with this point to this point. Okay. Next I'll move this to this side. Okay. Select, copy and click here. We need to keep all the columns in the same grid line. So move this to this point. Now it's done. Okay. You can understand what I am doing. So now I'll provide a column here, here. So Control V. Now move this point to this point. Again Control V. Now place it here. Now select, move. This is the base point. Click here. This is done. Again Control V. Place here. Control V. Click here and Control V. Place it here. Select, move with this point and place it here. This is done. These four are on same grid line. These two are same grid. These two are same grid line. Now I'll provide a stop column. So select, copy this is the midpoint. Now click here, place it here on midpoint. Now move, select, move, this is the midpoint, click here. Again I have to place there, so select, copy, this is the midpoint, make ortho on. Now click here, now select and move this point to this point. Okay, again I have to place here, so and here, so select, copy and place here. Also we have to place here, so I'll copy from this column, select, copy, make ortho on and place it here. We need to place it on same grid line, so select, move this point to this point. Now it's done. Okay, see, this is in the same grid line, also this is also in a same grid line. Okay, so this is done. So this is the column which I have already created. Next I'll provide a column here, I'll provide a stop column here, so select, now copy this, make ortho on and place it here. Now select, move this point to this point, this done. Next this is done. Now I'll provide column here on this side corner, Ctrl V, click here. Again I'll provide a column here on same grid line of this column, so select, copy this point to this point, now move it to this point. Okay, this is done. This is on the same grid line. Now I'll provide a column here and here, so Ctrl V, place it here. Now select, move this point to this point. Again Ctrl V, place it here, provide column here, Ctrl V and click it here. So this is done. Okay, now I'll provide stop columns here, so provide here on the same grid line of this stop column, so select, copy, make ortho on, now click here, select, move this point to this point. Okay, move this point to this point. Okay, so move to this line, move this point to this point. Okay, again select this column to this column, select, copy and place it here. Now move, select, move and enter this point to this point. Now it's done. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so I'll provide another column here, so Ctrl V on center of this wall and we have to provide on center of the wall, so select, move, this is the center point and place it here on center point. This is done. Okay, so see, I have provided all the columns and stop columns here on this plan. So this is the column. Okay, this is another column, this is the column, this is the stop column, this is another stop column, this is another stop column, this is the stop column, this is the stop column, this is stop column, all red colors are the stop column, this is column, this is column, this is stop column, this is column, this is stop column, this is also stop column, this is stop column. You can check this column, this is another column. Okay, this is we provided here because we need to provide a cross beam here, so turn on this. So instead of providing intersection, we have provided in a same grid line. Also I have provided in the same grid line here. Okay, this is the column, this is another column, this is the column, this is column, this is stop column, this is stop column, these two are columns. Okay, this is column, this is column, this is also column, this is the stop column, this is also stop column. Okay, this is the stop column. Okay, this is the stop column. Okay, so okay, stop columns are located below the ground level only. Okay, to avoid long span of grade beam, it is provided for more strength for load bearing structure. Okay, so this is the ground floor plan. Now I'll copy all the columns to first floor. So for that, I'll match properties. I need a base point. So for that, do match properties. Select and select and also same base point here we need to keep. Okay. Now we have to turn off all the layers except column layer. Okay. So select all, turn off all layers. Okay. Now turn on column and stop column layer. Beam layer also turn on. Okay. Now see this wall which I have mesh properties, which I did mesh properties. This is also here like a base point. So select. Okay. Now we need to copy this. So copy. This is the base point. Copy. Now specify base point here and click it here. And this is done. Now turn on all the layers. So layer, go to layer, L enter. Now select all, turn on. Okay. Now again change the wall layer, M enter. Click here and also click here. See all the columns is here. I copied all the column to first floor. Okay. So these are the columns and stuffs is provided. Now I also provided a cross beam here. So like this you can provide column in any kind of plan. Okay. So stop columns are located below the ground level to avoid long span of grade beams. Okay. So this is a ventilator. I forgot to place here. Okay. So this is, I provided all the columns and stop columns in this plan. Okay. So hope you like this video. If you like this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching.